In Pittsburgh, where John Gibbons was fired the first time he managed the Blue Jays. I remember it well. Let's send it off to the guys from SN Bets.
Thanks, Jamie. Pat Stuthers and Kevin Mickey at the SN Bets Big Board, presented by Bet365. The Blue Jays controlled last night's game from start to finish. Bo Bichette gets the monkey off his back, his first home run in 18 games. Tonight, Trevor Richards gets the ball for Game 2. Take us through it, Kevin.
Yeah, Richards, he kicks off a bullpen day for the Jays, but that isn't dampening the markets for Toronto. Favorites on the money line at -165 against a Pirates team that has lost 11 of their 12 series played since the All-Star break. Over-under set at 8.5. The Jays are facing a pitcher that has never seen them before, Roansy Contreras. And he's been up and down for the minors 3 times this year. Can the Jays offense be a force today, Pat?
Well, the St. Louis Cardinals are certainly a force to be reckoned with. In just the month of August, Pujols put up 8 homers, 17 RBI. Nootbaar with 6 homers, 17 RBI. Tyler O'Neill, 7 homers, 22 RBI, en route to a 22-7 record. Plus, they have Goldschmidt and Arenado. The lineup is deep. Drew Smyly is tasked with shutting them down tonight. He has a decent amount of success versus the Cards, but their run total is set at 4.5 for this game.
Deep lineups, I heard you say. Well, perhaps I can offer you a glimpse at the Los Angeles Dodgers. That lineup is pretty good. It's the best team in baseball. They rake almost every chance they get, and this evening should be no different when they take on Sean Manaea and the Padres. Twice this season, Manaea has faced LA, and twice this season, he has been lit up. 8 1/3 innings and a combined 15 runs allowed. Yeah, not good. Oh, and in each game, he gave up a run in the first inning. Yes to a run in the first inning tonight, sits at +100.
Let's stay in Los Angeles, where Shohei Ohtani continues to make his bid for AL MVP. 30 home runs and 10 wins as a pitcher in the same season. Never been done before. Think about this. You have a player that has the 14th most runs batted in baseball, and a pitcher that has the 8th most strikeouts in baseball. It's the same guy. That's Ohtani. He gets the ball tonight this season, 2-1 with a 1.08 ERA against the Astros.
You know, the Ohtani versus Aaron Judge MVP debate, it's good fodder. If you're going to pick an MVP for the Jays this season, who are you taking?
Probably got to go with Manoah, but they're all MVPs in my heart.
You're a nice guy. I mean, Gausman, Chapman, Manoah, all good options. The MVP of the Blue Jays on Sportsnet broadcasts, I think that would have to be Jamie Campbell. Jamie?
Kevin, that 20 I promised you is sitting on the desk over there. Here's the lineup for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette, 3 for 5 last night, his 18th home run. If you watched, you saw that Bichette almost tried to take home on a double steal in that ball game. Joe, show us how you defend that play.
Jamie, defending the double steal is a critical defensive ploy for teams to make sure that they don't get a run scored on them unnecessarily. Teams will work on it in spring training. It's up to the catcher to get the sign from the bench, either the manager or a bench coach. He'll give him the sign as to what he's going to do with the baseball with runners on third if that runner takes off trying to steal from second base. Now, what he does is he gets the sign. He'll step out in front of home plate, look at all of his infielders, and you'll see, if you're at the ball game, maybe even on TV, you'll see the catcher giving signs like this. There'll be signs to let them know what he's doing. Now, what are the choices? The one obvious choice is you're coming up and throwing the ball to second base. Your priority is the runner at first. You do not want him to steal second base, and you don't care about the runner at third. Maybe you're up 6-1 in the 6th inning, and you will trade that out at second, even if the run scores. Now, the second option is more of a priority of the runner at third. So you're throwing down to second base to try to get the runner stealing second. But the middle infielder now knows that if that runner at third breaks for home, he's going to cut that ball off, relay it home, and try to cut down that run. So the priority is now more so the runner at third base. And the last option oftentimes is where you're going to pump fake, where your priority is clearly the runner at third. Close game, late maybe, you do not want that run to score. So a catcher might come up, pump fake, and then fix his feet up and take that look at that runner at third base. If he bites off the bag a little bit, you might have a shot. If not, it's okay. You don't really care if the runners are on second and third because you're going to take your chances with the hitter. Now, the situation in the game will dictate a lot of these decisions coming from the dugout. The score, the inning, the count, what teams are trying to do with this double steals. Let's take a couple looks at the examples this week we saw in Blue Jays games. Remember Alejandro Kirk earlier in the week? This is 2 strikes, 2 outs. Early in the ball game, clearly the Cubs are trying to steal a run right here, and they baited him into throwing down there. Kirk fires it down there. It looked like Bo's job was to cut that off and relay it home, but he had no chance because Kirk did not peek at that runner at third base. If you're throwing down and they're going to cut off that throw as a catcher, you got to take a peek. And then last night in Pittsburgh, it was Vladdy stealing second base. Clearly the Pirates' priority was that runner at third, so they threw down. The catcher didn't peek, but they threw down. The middle infielder wanted to make sure Espinal didn't scoot home, try to catch him off the third base bag. So the biggest thing here for the catcher and for the infielders is to understand where the priority is, and the decision coming from the bench will be largely based on the situation of the game. As I said, the score, the number of outs, the inning, and of course the count even on the hitter can all play into that decision. Jamie?
Joe, tremendous stuff. Here is Pittsburgh's lineup tonight, brought to you by Bet365. And you saw the arm on O'Neill Cruz, the leadoff guy, last night. At the plate, he strikes out a lot. In fact, he has struck out in each of the last 18 games. Now, the Pirates have 3 players who were teammates at Vanderbilt University. Brian Reynolds, the number 3 hitter, the number 9 hitter, catcher Jason DeLay, and reliever Tyler Beatty, who came into the ball game a night ago. Now, a week ago, we witnessed the 92 Blue Jays being honored at the Rogers Center. Tonight, the Pittsburgh Pirates are staging the inaugural Hall of Fame induction ceremony for 19 players. And we are going to present that ceremony for you when we continue on Blue Jays Central.